Alright, so without any further ado, let's begin. So, 1987. So, 1987. Here we go. So, the 5.7 liter 350 TPI V8 with an automatic, and so both that and the 5 liter 5 so 5 liter 5 liter so 5 liter 5 liter 305. Yes, 5 liter, say 5 liter 305. 305. So 5 liter 305 TPI V8 with a 5-speed manual were available for the first time. So we're available for the first time. In the IROC Z, the new 5.7 liter 350 RPO code L98. So L98. So the 5.7. So both the 5.7 liter 350 TPI V8 with an automatic, and the 5 liter 305 TPI V8 with a 5-speed manual were available for the first time. In the IROC Z, the new 5.7 liter 5.7 liter 350 L L98 V8 was available only in the IROC Z with an automatic. The 5.7 liter TPI 350 V8 motor was officially distinguishable from the 5 liter uh, 5 liter TPI 305 V8, as the bumper cover decal had 5.7 liter added to the TPI, so tuned to port injection. So yeah, tuned port injection. So it was a tuned port injection V8. Both the 5 liter and 5.7 305 and 350 V8s were both tuned port injected. So yeah, they added tuned port injection. So tuned port injection or TPI decal. Decal. It can also be determined. It can also be determined by checking the VIN number. So the 8th character, F equals 305. 8 equals 350. So 350. The 5 liter 305 TPI equipped with an automatic came with 190 horsepower, less than 200, while the manual version of the 5 liter 305 TPI. So while the manual version of the 5 liter TPI 305 V8, so essentially the same one, just with a manual, got it 215 horsepower rating. The 5.7 liter 350 L98 350 L98 V8 gave a boost at 4400 RPM, gave a boost to 200 and at 2800 RPM, 330 pound feet. 330 pound feet. I'd say that's like 460, 470 newton meters, maybe 470, maybe 475. I don't know. At 2800 RPM, like it just doesn't say all V8s. So all V8 motors received hydraulic. So both hydraulic both hydraulic roller lifters. So hydraulic roller lift. Both hydraulic roller lifters and a new valve cover slash head design. Valve covers featured both new sealing and center bolts. in the valve cover. Headers featured excuse me, a new raised lip for improved improved valve cover sealing. Suppose that and the two center in it and the two center intake bolts. So and the two center intake bolts were changed from a 90 degree, so 90-degree orientation. So 90 degree orientation to around, I'd say 72 degrees, something like that. I guess I don't know. So from 90-degree orientation to 72 degrees. Both the G92, so G92 and L98 cars got the Borg Warner got the Borg Warner HD got the Borg Warner HD. So got the Borg Warner HD 7.75. So 7.75 inch. It's like 7 3/4. So 7 3/4 inch. Four piston rear end. So four piston rear end. Produced by GM's Holden of Australia. Firebird WS6 cars went to this unit in 1986. These units can be identified by their 9 bolt, so a 9 bolt rather than 10 bolt differential cover. So differential cover that has a rubber drain plug. It's like just drain out like the oil or something. It's a rubber drain plug. The Borg Warner logo is also cast into the bottom of the differential case. This rear axle came with tapered or tapered. So tapered rather than straight roller bearings. So straight roller bearings and apparently a cone clutch. Rather than a rotor or disc clutch. So disc clutch. Or just like a plate clutch, like a clutch plate. Limited slip units. These units came liter. Um, 350 TPI L98. IROC Z's required 3.27 gears. J65 rear brakes. So or J65 rear brakes. So rear brake rotors. G80 limited slip LSD differential. Not as a reference as a BMW M3 G80. That's got nothing to do with it. And a KZ4 excuse me, and a KZ4. So KZ4 engine oil cooler. The largest visual change this year was the CH MSL for automotive lighting, which is a center high mount stoplight or lamp, whichever way you want to call it. It's totally same thing, just different way of saying it. Said the largest visual change. This year was the CHMSL. Says CHMSL, the third brake light. Third brake light was now mounted inside the rear wing. So it's now mounted inside the rear wing instead of on instead of on top of the rear hatch. Except the base coupe without the wing option on those cars. It remained it remained on top of the hatch, like the previous year. The Berlinetta was no longer available this year. Replaced with a new LT model. So replaced with a new LT model. While both the base Camaro and C28 continued as before, 145 mile an hour. So 145 mile an hour speedometers became standard in the IROC Z's and C28s with tuned port injected. So tuned port injected engines. So V8s, while the carbureted Camaro, while the carbureted versions and the 2.8 liter V6 remained the 85 mile an hour speedometer. Other changes included a convertible that was introduced for the first time since 1969, since the first generation, as a regular production option, so as an RPO, available on a Sport Coupe. So Sport Coupe LT and IROC Z. The conversion was performed. On T-top equipped. So T-top equipped Camaros by ASC, American Sunroof Company. A total of 1,007 were produced in the first. A total of 1,007 were produced in the first year of production. The 87 model year. So the 87 model year marked the 20th anniversary of the Camaro, and the convertibles were considered the T-top models were made into convertibles by ASC after the customer took delivery. This is why there are some convertibles with a body VIN, so vehicle identification number code of 2. So of 2, meaning they were coupes, not convertibles, which have a body VIN code of 3. So 2 is for the coupe, and 3 is the convertibles. This was also the final year of production at GM's Norwood, Hamilton County, Ohio. So, so at GM's facility in Norwood, Hamilton County, Ohio, as sales continued to decline, consolidating Camaro assembly to the Van Nuys factory located in Van Nuys, which is in Southern California. Southern California. Southern California. Which I believe is in the San Fernando Valley or region in Los Angeles, California. So it's in Los Angeles, Southern California. Okay, so next up, one more I'll do before I wrap it up for tonight is 1988. So let's do it. But before I do so, I just gotta get my charger real quick. I'll be back. Got it. Come on, there we go. 22%. Anyways. Yep. Same trick as before. This Rio. How does it say? Tropical. This is Rio tropical drink. I swear I showed you this before. Anyway. So let's do one more and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. So one more and I'll wrap it up for tonight. So I'll call it night. Alright, one more and then it'll be it for now. 1988. Here we go. So the Camaro line. So the Camaro line was greatly simplified for the 1988 model year. So 1988 model year. So model year starting with discontinuing the slow selling LT model. So slow selling LT model and dropping the base C28. So the base C28. The IROC C-Pack. So the IROC C-Pack. So the IROC C-Pack. So the IROC C-Pack proved popular and it became standard on Z28s. This resulted in two models remaining, both the base coupe and the IROC Z. So base coupe and IROC Z. Without the Z28s, the bridge. So without the Z28s, to bridge the gap between both the base Camaro and the flagship IROC Z, the previously standard 5-spoke wheels were now an option. Base IROCs now got the previous year Z28's aluminum 15-inch. So 15-inch 5-spoke wheels. Which also became standard on the base coupes and P215 slash 65-15 tires. So P215 65-15 tires. Also, the old Z28s, both ground effects and wings. So spoilers were now standard. We're now standard on. We're now standard on the base Camaro coupes. Base models. So base models received. base models received a new raised wing for the first half production year. all motors or engines were fuel injected this year. The 2.8 liter the 2.8 liter 173 V6 running at 4,900 RPM, 135 horsepower, and at 30. So, so yeah, 49. So 4,900 RPM. So 4,900 RPM, 135 horsepower, and at 4,900 RPM, 135 horsepower, and at 3,900 RPM. So it's 1,000 RPM difference there. 160 pound-feet of torque. The 5 liter 305 CI. I can't even talk. 5 liter 305 CID V8 gained throttle body injection, bringing the horsepower to 170. So an extra 35 more than previously. The 305. So the 5 liter CI. So the 5 liter 305 CID. so the 5 liter 305 CID TBI manual models were rated at 40. Were rated at 4,400 RPM at 220 horsepower. Pretty good, 220 horsepower. So 4,400 RPM. So 4,400 RPM, 220 horsepower. So 220 horsepower. and at 3,200 RPM, 290 pound-feet. Automatics at 4,000 RPM, 195 horsepower. So 4,000 RPM, 195 horsepower, and at 2,800 RPM, 290 pound-feet of torque, and the 5.7 liter 350. And a 5.7 liter 350 CID TBI V8 got a small increase, just by 10 extra horsepower, to, at the same RPM, 230 horsepower, and So the same 3200 RPMs from 290 to a whopping monstrous 330 pound-feet of torque. Not bad. So it had 10 extra horsepower and 40 pound-feet more of torque, and extra 40 pound-feet of torque more than previously. Pretty good at the same 3200 RPMs. G92 with a performance axle ratio available only on the IROC-Z with the LB9 TPI 5-liter 305 V8, all 87 5.7-liter 350 350 350, so 350 TPI L98 V8. Where did I get there? What the heck? TPI. So TPI L98 V8 IROC-Zs came standard with the 3.27 BW rear end and everything that was included with G92, but didn't have the G92 RPO, but didn't have the G92 RPO code because it wasn't mandatory. This changed in 1988. However, when a 2.77 rear was standard, and G29, not 29, sorry, was standard, and G92, so G92, G92 had to be, specified to get the 3.27 differential. The IROC-Z was also treated to some small cosmetic changes. The C28 logos on the ground effects below the doors and on the rear bumper changed to read IROC-Z. The large IROC-Z callouts. So the large IROC-Z callouts. IROC-Z callouts. So callouts on a door moved from the front of below the door. So on the door moved from the front to the back. From the front to the rear to put some space between the logos. Option code. Option code. Say option code. DX3 offered buyers the option of so option code DX3 offered buyers the option of deleting the IROC. It's like the removal of the it's like the option of removing the IROC-Z's door decals and stripes. So door decals and stripes for a $60 credit. Optional 16-inch aluminum wheels. So aluminum wheels were redesigned. So redesigned with two lines instead of one large line in each spoke, and center caps backgrounds changed from black to silver. dash badges. Dash badges. So dash badges on the IROC Z. Not the Z, but just the regular IROC. On the IROC still reads Z28 on top, and IROC Z below. Last part, and I'll edit that for now. The VIN code 8. The VIN code 8 is the VIN code. the VIN code 8. The VIN code 8 is the engine code. Engine code. So engine code for real TPI 5.7 liter 5.7 liter IROC. Alright. So that will be it for today. So for my next Camaro, Gen 3 Camaro will be about both the 1989 and 1990 version. So getting quite close to the end of this version of the Camaro. Before we move on to the Gen 4. Alright, so yeah, that'll be for my next video. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe. like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think. Hit that notification bell. So hit that notification bell and hit all. So hit all. So you're alerted when I make brand new uploads. Alright, so that'll be it for tonight. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe, have a great evening, and have a great day tomorrow morning. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So yeah, take care folks. Stay safe.